Yo, 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 what's up for the next episode of Monday with Holly? As per usual, YouTube, if these videos are helping you and those you care about, please like, share, and subscribe. That's the whole purpose of doing them in the first place. All right, so I'm in my kitchen again. I love this view. I just wanted to show this is my former harvests, not the eggs, but some other veg. I love having those in my kitchen. So this is probably going to be annoying me the whole time. I'm just going to have to flip my 20 on that. So today's video came to me when I was watching a specific channel last night. So let me just get to what the topic is, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to reveal a little secret of mine. So today's topic is more inclusion, please. More inclusion, please. So a little secret that I have is I love the Hallmark movies. I love the Hallmark movies, like all the Christmas, holiday Hallmark movies. I love them. I know every storyline, even if it's not one I haven't seen before, because they're all the same. So I tell some of my friends that, and they're like, You like the Hallmark movie. Nobody really pegs me for a Hallmark movie person, which I understand. But I do. I really like them. So here's the thing. Historically, these movies are very, very white, heterosexual, cisgendered movies. Like, that's just what they are. And I noticed, the past year or so, you get I would say like a token person of color who's maybe in the hardware store, or was a friend. And it was almost cheesy because you're like, seriously? And then this year, I will tell you what. And could there be more? Yes. Do we need to honor improvements? Yes. There have been people of color, and I think every new episode that I've seen so far, and they have prominent roles, either the leads of the love story, more prominent role in the movie. The roles they have are the CEO of the company or something, which it's been very obvious. And I have a friend of mine who likes these two, and we were even talking about, I'm like, they've it's not as white as it normally is, which is awesome, because it's important that people, this is the same thing in a video the other day, you got to see it to be it. People need to be represented, and America is very diverse. So I was watching it, and I was like, these past few weeks, this is great. And then last night, I will tell you, I have seen something on Hallmark I have never seen before, and I was so happy. Last night's movie, so it's like the lead lady who's like, I think I like him. And then her I think it was her best friend, they were ordering something from the bakery. And all of a sudden, her friend who's a female, is flirting with the baker, who's a female. And I was like, did Hallmark just have a lady flirt with a lady? And I was like, what? And then it came back a few times, and I'm like, maybe they just did it once, to test the water. But it came up a few more times, and clearly, flirting and saying oh, I like her. And then the two ladies end up going to a Christmas party together, and one of them had a kid. I'm texting a couple of my friends, my Hallmark friend, another friend of mine who's gay, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Hallmark is doing this. And I'm sharing it because that's a big deal. And again, if you disagree with this, you certainly have your right to your opinion. It's my channel, so I get to say what I want here. I just thought it was remarkable and wonderful that can be, should be, needs to be more of the norm, in my opinion. So anyone who's watching it can see themselves represented. I think it was wonderful. I was just really happy because, again, Hallmark is traditional, super white, heterosexual, cisgender. So it just felt great to see them improving and having more inclusion. So another example, just personally, when I'm working with students, and I'm working with some remotely right now, and I do this a lot, and I'm really more cognizant of it, even more so, as I say, all right, hey, you guys, and I'm like, So I literally say out loud, oh, Didn't mean to say you guys. We're all not guys here. Hey everybody, or hey y'all, because everybody's not a guy. I'm not even a guy, and I say guys. I run a Facebook group for women, and sometimes I'm like, if I'm making a video, I go, hey guys. I have to stop myself. I'm like, hey ladies. Again, is it the end of the world? No, but words matter, and that's one way I'm checking myself to make sure that I'm being more inclusive with my language. I did a keynote a year ago out in California that was on diversity, equity, and inclusion, and they're talking, the language is in there. Like, one of the first things is, don't say you guys if it's not all guys or all people who identify as guys. So that's something I'm constantly working on. I guess, I don't know if it's where I'm from or just what I say. I'm so used to it that I really have to catch myself and retrain myself, and I am totally willing to do it, and I'm willing to call myself out on it and out loud so the students I'm working with hear that and say, she's changing the language. Or if someone doesn't fall into that category, or someone who feels offended or annoyed by it or wishes people to be more inclusive, they're seeing it happen in real time. And I'm just glad that I'm aware of it to make the change. Because with anything, you have to be aware before you make the change. And another one too is, I think it's important, I think, because with everything going on in the country right now, there's so much wild stuff, but I know oftentimes, again, this is me thinking as a former teacher and someone who, as a speaker, my schedule revolves around a school calendar. The holidays that we get off are Christian holidays, right? Easter, Christmas. There are some school districts that have a higher Jewish population that will get off for Yom Kippur, and I used to work at a district like that, and at the time I didn't even know what Yom Kippur was, just going to be honest. So I think it's important too when we talk about, like, hey, just like, hey, Christmas break is coming up. Well, so is Hanukkah, and so is Kwanzaa, which I think more people are going to learn about Kwanzaa this year, especially with all the racial justice that has been going on. The racial justice movement, I should say. I saw yesterday that there were a lot of posts of celebrating there's a happy Diwali. Diwali? I hope I'm saying it right. As a Hindu holiday, I believe it's a celebration of light. I did a little reading up on it. I'm like, I have no idea what that is. I don't know what it is. But I wanted to learn at least something about it. Clearly, I'm not super articulate on it, but I wanted to learn something. I'm seeing a lot of people, that I follow that are celebrating it, and I just think it makes sense. Like, it's not hard to say, oh, I've never heard of that holiday before. Let me learn about it, or teach me about it, or hey, what's that? Or is it a happy holiday, or is it a somber holiday, like more of a serious tone to it? And I just think that's part of what inclusion is, on what we do ourselves, whether it's hey you guys versus hey everybody, or hey y'all, or hey kids, or learning about other holidays. Because again, as a person who's been working with kids for 24 years, whether it's religion, sexuality, gender identification, literally anything, what I know is that kids, and humans in general, adults, kids want to be treated with dignity and respect. They want to be honored for who they are. They want to be treated with love and compassion and equality. And when they know that they're seen, it changes how they feel about themselves. So if that's saying y'all instead of hey guys, or someone who is of a different religion than me or you learning about it, or heck, this is a big one, especially in schools, learning somebody's name and learning how to pronounce it. For the people in the back, learning how to pronounce somebody's name. I will get it wrong. If I have to get it wrong 10 times to get it right the 11th, I'm like, please tell me again. And I kind of tell me again. And I pronounce it, tell me again. And I want to really hear, because it's somebody's name. I'm not gonna be like, well, I don't know, or whatever, or what's a nickname? That's gross. Learn someone's name. Like, that's part of inclusion too. It's their identity. I don't want to be called a different, like, my name's Molly. I hate being called Holly. Hate it. Now, that's a small thing. It's a letter. I hate it. You can call me just about anything else. I've been called all kinds of things. So someone's name, especially if it's a name that you individually or me individually is not used to saying, learn how to say it. That's someone's identity. And again, working with kids for so long, identity matters. Name, religion, sexual orientation, all the things. Let people know they're seen. Let them know they matter. And it's for you, me, anyone who's hearing this, step out of your own comfort zone of what you call normal or what you think it should be, and just see the individual in front of you. Connect with them on a human, one-to-one, respect and dignity basis, because that can change everything. All right, that's what I have for you today. I will see you at the end of the week for the next Flip Your 20 Friday. Be kind. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Peace.